My friends, there was an explosion that you heard in the cabin, but this explosion wasn't the sound of a bomb going off, but almost like a small mishap of type of explosion. The train, nothing happens on the train. It does not jolt or anything like this, but you do hear there's a commotion going out in the hallway, the corridor. What do you do?
Oh, was that the bomb that went off? And what's happening? And why didn't we eat it?
Bailey's gonna stand up and run out into the hall towards the sound, towards the commotion. I'm guessing it's in the direction of Mia's cabin.
Okay. So as you kind of like go out into the hall, you see that there are other passengers on the train that have all exited their compartments and kind of are looking around very confused. But you see a couple cabins down, there seems to be this like kind of dark smoke coming out of one of the cabins down the train.
She'll walk towards it, she'll go investigate it, kind of like, no, 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 no.
Okay. Doesn't anybody else
Should,
come?
Meryl's
should we
following
follow?
close behind.
Okay.
Uh, I think I
Yeah,
would
we'll follow.
also follow.
Okay. So you pass a couple compartments and cabins as you finally come to the source of where all the smoke is kind of pouring out of one of the windows, and then you see someone probably about 5'5" or so step out of the compartment like coughing and blowing away the smoke. She has these kind of navy blue and maroon robes on and like a wizard's hat on. You can see her elvish ears kind of poking out underneath of it, and her like purple hair kind of all braided to the side. You see there's like smoke and smudge across her face as she's like coughing and like um, just trying to clear the air of smoke.
Happened.
I, I'm so sorry. I was practicing for my exam when I go back to school, and my spell went awry, and two things led to another, and I accidentally exploded my potion. I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to cause any alarm.
Mission was that? Why did it go boom?
My magic, it shot off real strange. It was my fault. I'm so sorry.
Are you injured?
I'm okay. I'll be okay. Just a couple of my books have a couple burnt pages.
Glad that you were all right. We were worried something bad happened. Really bad happened.
Oh, I didn't mean to make a panic. I'm so sorry. I'll be more careful next time.
While they're talking, Bailey is gonna like kind of hurriedly go to cabin 108.
Okay. Does anyone follow Bailey, or do you stay with the witch from the cabin?
How far off is
Would
one away from us?
It's a little over 50 cabins away.
Whoa.
would we notice her going?
You could, what's everyone's passive perception? If Bailey, if you want to be sneaky about it, you can roll stealth.
I don't know that she would try to be, especially since she's probably like hair everywhere, covered in white paint, like complete mess right now. And she's just kind of like worried about getting to 108, seeing if Mia's there. So she's just gonna like kind of on the witch and like just take off down the hall.
Okay,
Not running, but like, you know.
okay? What's everyone's passive perception?
Mine's
11.
14.
13.
Didn't hear you, hon.
No,
I
we
think she
were
said
rolling.
No, just passive perception.
Oh, my bad. 14.
Okay. Anyone, yeah, you all can see Bailey kind of move around, the commotion of the smoke and the witch as she tries to clear up the smoke, and you see her go off down the train. Does any
Uh,
of you, yeah.
I'm glad that you're okay. Do be more careful though. Yes, and then she'll kind of skirt by and follow Bailey down the hall.
Okay. Anyone else?
looks at the witch and she says, "Do you need any help? Um, we're more than welcome to help you, but it looks like our friend is kind of in a panic. But I can stay and help if you need it."
Oh no, you're fine. This is my fault. I'm a second year at school and things have been crazy. I'm headed back actually now, but I'll be okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, of course. If you need us, we're just in cabin 47,
49.
Fine.
49.
Oh,
We're in cabin 49.
okay, thank you. And she goes to clear the smokes and then goes back into the cabin where she was at. The rest of you guys follow Bailey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something, Ash?
Yeah, I was gonna make small talk to Ella and be like, do you think she was going to like the same school that Elliot had talked about?
Maybe. I don't know this area at all, and I don't know what kind of schools are around here, or if they're something that is around every corner, or if there's just one school. If maybe we could ask more questions after we figure out what's going on with Bailey, because something strange is happening.
True, true. Let's make sure our friend's okay.
Hmm.
Alrighty, so as you go down the compartment or like the train corridor, you realize that this train part ends at 100. But there is a door like to go outside to transfer to the next train. Like
She will try to get down to that next part of the train.
the door opens and kind of reveals like one of those little passageways to the other side. And then on the other side, you see that it's just storage. It's just a whole bunch of luggage carts and tracks and things like the cages of different items from passengers here.
So there is no cabin 108.
I don't know.
She will look for cabin 108.
Sure. So, as you kind of like go through the cabin, you pass by all the luggage thing, and then you see that there's another door that would go back to the next like train part, and then you realize that that is the caboose of the train, and that this door seems to be locked to get to the other like train part.
Try to pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Uh, 12.
So you kind of get it, your lock in there, and you hear the satisfying click of the door opening, and then you go into the other side and you realize that it's just a small caboose with a couple of seats, and then a kind of back window that you see the track that fading off into the distance, but it seems to be there is no cabins past 100.
She will just kind of slump against the wall and like sigh with relief.
Comes up to Bailey, and then she like, did you just slump against it, or did you slide down?
She's standing.
She's standing. She walks up to her, and she's like, "Are you okay? You need to tell us what's going on, because we're all worried for you."
Believe me, I'm worried too. Um, I think everything's okay. I think. Um, I thought there was a bomb on the train, but I don't know if it's true. I think maybe it was a false alarm.
How did you think there was a bomb on the train? Did you get a note? Did you see something?
Yeah, a acquaintance tipped me off.
Oh, you have an acquaintance on this train?
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know you knew anybody here. Do you want to introduce us to your friend?
uh, you were right. They just left a note. I actually don't know their name. It's kind of a complicated situation. It's fine. I think at this point, if there hasn't been a bomb, I think we're safe. I think everything's okay. I'm just a little
Okay.
tired.
insight?
No, I was gonna do that too.
Sure.
+2, 19. 21.
So that you can kind of see the signs of her being either stressed out for sure. To see about this, it seems to be that she's technically telling the truth.
Well, Bailey, we've all been through a lot. And getting the notice that there's a bomb, why didn't you come see us straight away? We would have all helped you. And I have a sense you're not telling us all of it. So, you don't have to tell us now, but eventually, please
The only
understand that we are here for you. And it would be better if you spoke the whole truth. But I understand if things might be complicated. So, also, I want to know who is the scary man who put a smoky lock on our door that we couldn't get out. Do you know who they were? Were they one of your acquaintances?
Bailey will put her hand on Eloin's shoulder. I know you guys are here for me. That's why I tried to get you guys out of that cabin. I thought you were in danger. The only reason I didn't come tell you right away was because Lucan was going. I sent him to tell you guys and then went to look for the bomb because obviously that was a time sensitive. I was going to look for the bomb. And then I got Fal's message that you guys were locked in. As far as the rest of it, I don't know who put the magic on your door. And there's really not too much more to tell than that. Just that I got a note saying there was a bomb on the train, and I did everything I could to disarm it or find it. And ultimately, I failed. So, if you don't mind, I would really like to just go sit down because I am covered in paint and bruises, and I'm pretty fucking tired.
Wait,
And we're all safe.
how did you feel? There's no bomb. Everyone's okay here. You didn't fail.
I guess so. It still seems like I was supposed to find something.
No. Okay. Well, did you find anything that was weird?
No more than usual.
You found
Well,
Pate, it looks like.
I
While
did
they're
find
talking, I'd like to be searching the cabin that we're in for any sort of secret compartments or numbers that look like they could be a room 108, quote unquote,
Roll investigation.
and continue.
Would Meryl know about 108?
Bailey hasn't said it out loud.
I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think she said anything about Mia being on the train.
Okay,
just kidding. Then I won't be doing that.
no worries.
Would I have known about a bomb? Did you say anything about a bomb, or were we just
Luke,
following you?
Lucan did.
I
Okay.
told and I told the cabin, like I came back and said she thinks there's a bomb on the train, and then we got locked in.
Okay. Scratch the 108 part. Then I'll just be looking for a bomb.
Yeah.
And I rolled a.
Bailey found like a message saying that Mia was in 108, but then
Got you.
I don't think she has relayed that to you
Mhm.
guys.
Got a 17 total.
Okay. So just kind of with that basic kind of investigation check, you see that the caboose seems to be kind of a little fancier. Like maybe this is like a private thing where people can rent out. It doesn't have like compartments. It's just kind of a more of a spacious kind of luxury type of room. There's some like paintings like in frames on the walls and just kind of a nicer, luxurious looking cabin or caboose.
Hmm.
But yeah, nothing seems to be like prominent to the situation.
Cool.
Well, Bailey, let's get you back to our cabin and get you cleaned up.
Eloin, I want you to know that I do deeply trust you guys. I'm not trying guess I'm just not ready to get into.
Okay. Well, maybe when we're all situated in Loxton, I'll make us some tea. Okay?
Alrighty, so you guys all head back up to the cabin. It's probably by this time kind of late evening. Bailey, get yourself going, kind of cleaned up a little bit. And all y'all tuck in for the evening. Does anyone want to do anything on the train before it arrives in Loxton?
No.
So eventually, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was wondering, I have my herbalism guide for beginners.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna stay up just for a little bit longer. He is going to create druidcraft, and uh, there should be like a little moon if it's
Mhm.
there's no sky or anything, but that should give her enough illuminance to start reading. Not start. She's been reading it for a little bit, but continue reading her herbalism guide for beginners.
Sure. Okay.
I was just wondering, isn't the train speeding out of control?
Yep, it is.
No.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
No, I knew about it, but I was wondering if Bailey was ever gonna bring it up.
Yeah, we don't
Bailey
know.
Bailey will lay down on the bench and kind of curl up and like just start to fall asleep, and then she'll be like, "Oh shit!" and she'll get up and go and like step back out into the hallway and be like, "Guys, I think we have one more problem to deal with."
Another bomb?
We're here to help you.
When I was in the conductor's cabin, it looked like something weird happened, and I don't think the brakes to the train work.
What?
Oh,
That's a
that's big.
problem.
Brakes aren't working?
I
Oh.
guess there's only one way to find out,
Ugh. Go crashing into
Okay.
Luxton.
or drive past it.
That would not be good. Not be good.
How long do we
Okay.
have?
I don't know. I don't know if all of us should barge into the conductor's cabin, but we need to go figure that out.
Yeah.
Who would, who would you like to help you?
It doesn't matter to me.
Who here thinks
Maybe
they can
somebody
stop a fast train?
Yeah, how do we slow down a train?
looks at Lucan.
Listen, okay? I have a cool sword, but I don't think I can be hit by a train.
No, not get out in front of it. Just maybe you could pry the lever back into position.
I
That
can
sounds lovely.
I can try.
If anybody has a better suggestion, I'll be honest, I'm beat. I do not know how to stop this train, and I didn't know how to find the bomb either, so.
Well, if we put some rope around the lever, maybe if we all try to yank it back, it might bring it to a halt.
But then we're stranded.
Yeah.
Might
It's
draw
better
a
than
line.
crashing.
I think it's better than crashing.
Do you think we could
And
all just wait till we get to Luxton and then just like tuck and roll off the train?
that might not be so
And leave
safe.
everybody to die?
Everyone jump off a moving train.
I don't really want to do that. I have taken enough falls today.
Where is the conductor, or is there any workers on the train that they might know how? Maybe there's an emergency stop.
Those
Maybe.
things.
Let's go check it out. I don't know. How close are we to Loxton? Bailey will look out the window and see if she recognizes any scenery.
You're just looking at the dark abyss of some pine trees passing and things of that. It's hard to discern. All you do know is that it's about a 8 hour trip, and you've only been on the train for about an hour and a half.
We got time.
8 hours to figure this out, guys.
All right,
Okay,
so
well.
yeah, does everyone want to go to the conductor's cabin?
Yeah.
All right. So you all kind of file past and you go into the next cart of the rows of trains and passengers. Most of them are all sleeping or finishing up. teas and or reading the newspaper or books and stuff. But eventually get to the front of the train where Bailey, you hear the purser that you were talking to earlier speaking to two of the other like staff basically, and you hear him go, well, she came in and then she had these things and then she said that she knew what she was doing, but clearly she left us. And then he like turns and sees you out of the corner of his eye. She goes, there you are you going to figure this out? I thought you had this under control.
I do. These are my friends. They work with me to keep people safe. And we're going to do everything we can. So if you guys would just excuse us, we will be stopping the train.
Okay, fine. um I do know that the conductor does have usually a set of repair tools, but we can't find it. It's got to be around here somewhere. But good luck for you all, my friends. I want to make sure that everyone is safe and taken care of. And he looks over to the two other work staff members, and they just kind of exchange looks like they're underpaid workers, like they don't like, and they exit the conductor's room. So this, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask him a question. Like, okay, so if we stop the train like now, how long till we can get somebody out here to like fix it to finish our trip to Loxton?
As if you can get the shift gears to be fixed, I'm sure we'll be able to get us slowed down and try to find where the conductor has gone, whether it was a drunken super or something else. We will look for the conductor to hopefully try to find someone to get us back on track. If not, I'm sure there's a manual around here somewhere.
Boy.
Noted.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you that I did notice signs of a struggle. I don't know that the conductor's still on the train.
Is that why the window is broken?
I would say that's a fair guess.
Interesting. All right, well, good luck. And they all just kind of like leave you all be like. So
Okay.
in the conductor's room, you see there is just kind of the board where all the buttons and valves and things, and you can clearly see the throttle has been snapped in half and can't move back forward. Just with passive perception, um, from from Bailey, what you've seen it, but this is kind of everything in that conductor's room. No, that you're not narrowed down on this. There are all the valves and a broken throttle. You see that there's the train horn. You see that there's a boiler, like kind of where they keep the steam and going. You see that on the wall there's like paintings of a whole bunch of conductors, and then you even see like today's conductor is, and then you see like his name underneath of it. It says like Anthony McGregor, and then you see that there is like a built-in safe into the wall of it, kind of just a small compact safe about this big or so. No keyhole. It's just a like a keypad almost, like a makeshift keypad that they have. There's some like hanging bags and the conductors like overcoats and stuff hanging on the walls of this conductor's room as well. But that's all you're really seeing right now.
I will pull the train horn. What does this do?
You hear the train go, sound off.
Oh my god! I think I fixed it. It's crying, yay! Or for help, I don't know.
Might be for help.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. I
Where
think
do
we're
we
still going
even
the same speed
begin?
though.
I've never like trains are completely new to me. There's not very many of these in the forest, you know.
I think the broken lever might be a good place to start.
They said something about tools. Should we look for tools?
Oh, can Lucan search the pockets of like the coats and stuff?
Sure. So, roll investigation check. What does anyone else want to do?
Kyle's probably look at the lockbox and the buttons and see if she can figure out how to get into something crazy.
And
Okay, roll investigation.
Going to look around, maybe like on any counters or like under them or any drawers, and look for a manual.
Okay. Ellen or Meryl?
Ellen was also going to look for a manual, or tools, whatever comes first. She's going to check any compartments or anything that is like in a shelf or in a cubby in the little conductor area.
Okay. Meryl, want to do
Uh,
anything?
we said there was a lever broken off.
Yeah.
Is there like the other part of the lever anywhere?
No.
Oh damn. No, Meryl's just gonna sit there and pretend to help.
All right. Lucan, what was your investigation roll?
10.
Okay. So as you're just kind of going through the pockets of like the conductor's jackets and stuff, you see there's like some tickets, some different colored tickets and things, just kind of that have been collected. But that's kind of all you find in that. Thal, what did you roll?
A 5.
Yeah, it's completely
I'm-
foreign to you. You just
Can't read.
yeah. For Bailey.
I rolled a 25.
Okay. So you are searching kind of the area where for a manual and the shelves and stuff like that. You just see a whole bunch of like papers talking about the boiler, and then finally you come across a map, like a blueprint almost of the train, and you see that how all the cabins leading up to 100. Um, and that there was no cabin 108, and you kind of had this feeling where it was like, if I would have taken a moment to look more, I would have known that there is no such thing as cabin 108. Mara or Elwin.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So as you're kind of searching through the cubby, and of that on the other side of where Bailey was looking, you see like a conductor's like monthly type of magazine, and you kind of see these little snippets and like articles about different conductors that run that train, but no manual.
Flips through the thing and she turns back. I haven't found a manual or tools or anything. Do you think it could be in that fancy end train? I don't know what it's called, but the last train.
I mean,
It's the
that's pretty far back
caboose.
there.
Does the conductor have his own room?
I'm pretty
Bailey
sure he's
will.
supposed to stay in here. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does the blueprint have any sort of like instructions? Like, is there like a break? Is there like an emergency stop labeled on it, or does it say like conductor's cabin?
Yeah, no, it just kind of shows the basic layout of the train marked with all the cabins where the cabooses where the conductors in, but there's no like it's not like a real blueprint, it's just kind of like a basic knowledge chart for them to know the cabins and stuff like that.
More like a map?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, guys. This doesn't say.
No clue what these numbers mean.
Lucan's just gonna like kind of turn around with like handfuls of the tickets and just go, I got nothing. Like drop them to the floor as they like flutter down.
Well, I guess without any of this, we just hack away at the, I say loosely, at the lever, because that's the brakes, right? I didn't see another piece. I was going to try to mend it back together, but it's just this.
Hmm.
Emergency brakes. Is there like an e-brake anywhere?
That is where the go and stop is basically.
Who? Such a big machine is so simple and so easy to break. Horses don't do this, you know.
Very true, they don't. But they can be ornery.
They
And
can
I
also
can break.
be killed.
Wow.
So this is gonna sound like absolutely wild, and we don't have to do this. But my thought is like unless he got thrown out the window, the conductor is somewhere on here, right? And we have like 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever to find him or to find something to fix this. But like what if he is still alive and he's just tied up in a cabin? We could just go cabin to cabin and just be like, conductor.
Well,
We could put
if
these outfits on and try that, and just be like, yeah, we're here for inspection.
I want to
Actually
check,
already think we're helping, so
I want to check the last the last car, the last things to see if there's any tools or anything that some passenger happened to bring aboard. We'll return them, but for this situation, I think they would be more than happy to let us borrow them. Uh, if anybody wants to come with me, you're more than welcome to, and you guys can continue to find the caboose guy, the conductor guy, whatever his name is.
I'm going to don one of the outfits and I don't know. Well, I think we should knock on the door. I think Lucan might have a idea there. He should be on the train. How could he fit out that window?
Well, I could think of some ways, but I think it's better that Elowen and I go try to steal from some people, borrow from some people.
Oh, we are not stealing.
I'm gonna look at the safe that Thal had kind of checked out.
Okay. You just see that it is a built-in safe to the wall. Again, about a thick novel size, a thick book, with a keypad on it, going all the way up to like 0, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And then there is a twist, like where you would twist it open and pull it open once you put in the right code.
She'll look around to see if there's anything in the room that might tell her what the code might be, or anything on the blueprint.
Sure. So again, what is in the room is a placard of who's today's conductor. Elwyn found a book of all conductors who worked that train. There is the bags still left unsearched that are hanging on hooks, and the boiler for the steam pump.
Just don't think maybe we should try to open this before we move on, do you?
I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what this means.
Lucan's gonna reach over and try and open it. Like, not put in a code, just like, just straight up, just pull it open.
It's locked.
Well, if you guys want to search for the number, go ahead. But I don't want to lose any more time searching.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Right. Does anyone stay in the conductor's room, or does everyone go to the caboose?
I
Uh,
said conductor.
Gonna
I'll
say I
stay.
was, yeah.
Okay, so Ellen and Meryl are the ones going back to the caboose? Okay.
Yes.
When you guys leave the conductor's booth, you see that one of the pursers, the staff of the train, as they're kind of going, talking to guests, they kind of look up and see you two, and he comes back over. He's like, "Oh, hi, did you figure it out?"
Have
Not
we
yet.
stopped?
We're
Okay, first of all, no. Second of all, any free thing you need is in that room to help us get back on track.
we're searching for some tools. I thought that possibly there might be someone in the cabins, or we're just gonna look around. Is that okay?
I have the rest of my staff looking for everyone else, so that's okay. I want you guys to worry about getting that throttle fixed.
We we are worrying about it, and our worry has taken two of us somewhere else, while the rest of our party remains trying to fix the train. There were no tools. We need tools. I have sticks.
Absolutely. I do know that the repair tools are probably somewhere in that conductor's cabin, but you're more than welcome to search the rest of the train for it if you'd like. Have a good day.
Thank you. We
And
go
he
by,
goes-
and as we go by, I just kind of like look at him in the eyes.
Meryl tugs, or Elwyn tugs on Meryl's dress, and she's like, "Do you think this is a good idea? He did say that all of the tools were going to be in here, in the
Yeah,
conductor's room."
but then they weren't. And it's kind of weird, don't you think, that he's just standing there waiting to see if anyone comes out and then pounces on us? We're just trying to do our job.
Maybe he's just trying to do his. But
That's
let's do a quick look and head back to the conductor's room.
okay.
And maybe they found some numbers.
Okay.
All right, so the three of you that are still in the conductor's room, what are you doing?
Val's going to look in all the bags and just like pull things out. They're like,
Okay.
is this it? Is this it? Is this the tool?
Lucan's gonna watch over her shoulder as she's doing this to make sure, cause like he knows she doesn't really know what anything is, and just be like, no, no.
So in one of the bags, you find 4 bottles of wine. They're all different. They're all not the same wines. And you see, can you roll an investigation check?
Me?
Yep.
14?
On the bag that you pulled it out of, you see the initials AM.
AM. AM. Matches AM. She points to the conductor's name. AM. I think this is conductor's bag.
That's foul. Is the book that Elowen found, did she take it or did she leave it in the cabin with us?
Left it.
Bailey will open that and like rifle through it and look to see if there's any like patterns or significant numbers or anything that would indicate a combination for the safe.
Sure, absolutely. So as you're flipping through the conductor's, like the conductor's monthly thing, you kind of flip it through, and eventually you come across a small article about Anthony McGregor, the conductor of the train, and you're just kind of like going through the passage. But the thing that really stands out to you the most in the passage is his he always holds on to his favorite lucky numbers. Um, and drinks a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon to wind down from the day.
Doesn't say what the lucky numbers are.
No.
Cabernet. He'll turn to Lucan and Thal and be like, "Did you guys find Cabernet with those bottles?"
I found bottles with liquid in it, and she holds them all up. I don't know what Cabernet is.
You see that one of the bottles is labeled a Cabernet Sauvignon. But we'll pause there now that Meryl's back. So, Elwyn and Meryl, you guys are kind of going back all the way to the last caboose on the train. What are you looking for?
Elwyn is going to look for anything that is a hardy case. Not the size of a, she's looking basically for something that could be this big and fit some tools in it.
Sure. So you see that there is a small bar with kind of a wine cabinet in it, and you see there are like multitudes of bottles, just all lined up of these wine bottles that you see on the inside of it.
Hmm.
That's the only drawer or case that is in this caboose.
Is there only like what could you just could I look around the caboose and see, is there bags, is there boxes, is or is it just the wine area?
Sure. This caboose, it looks to be unused. No one is using it. This does not seem to be a populated place for this traveling this trip. The only compartment that you see is the wine case. Yes, Jeffrey.
Was it like normal box car, storage box car, and then this caboose, fancy
Yes,
caboose? Oh,
correct.
can we go back to the middle one? I was, yeah, under the
Thought
wrong
the storage
impression.
was the caboose.
Me
I am
too.
so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We'll
That was
run
my
through
bad.
and be like, wait, actually, I think it was one back,
Yeah.
and then we'll
Okay.
go dig through other people's stuff.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation check.
Sorry.
Oh, that's
19?
not great. Ooh, I got a 10. So
Okay, all of you, you're just looking through the storage units, and you see a whole bunch of like luggages and trunks, some cages, and all this stuff. But every time you're going to one, it looks they all to seem to be locked with either like a little one that needs a key, or like one of those little briefcase locks that you flip open and you push forward. Nothing seems to be either unlocked or the only thing that you kind of see that would maybe be of significance is like a little glass wall that says smash in case of fire.
not a fire, but there could be one. Should we take whatever it is?
Well, what if something happens if we smash the glass? That could be a last resort.
That's fair.
Does there seem to be anything inside the glass?
It literally just looks like there's glass, but nothing on the inside of it.
Maybe we'll wait.
Yeah. Well, I don't see anything that looks anything remotely like a toolbox. It just looks like luggage.
Yeah.
We tried,
Yeah.
unless you want to open some stuff up, but I feel that's an invasion of privacy.
I feel like we should focus on the task at hand. All of these goodies are very distracting. So I guess we'll go back up to the front.
Okay.
Hmm.
Should we
Uh,
ask if there's like a mechanic on board as we're going, or do you think the staff wants us to keep this on the DL?
I think the staff wants us to keep this on the DL, and if there was a mechanic, I'm sure they would have already brought them up to the front of the train.
That's fair. Oh boy. Okay.
Alrighty. Back in the conductors, Bailey, you do see that there's a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Can I see that for a second?
Are you gonna make a message in a bottle?
Not exactly. I'm gonna see if there's a message on the bottle, and she'll turn it over and look for numbers or any
Sure.
clues.
So you see that it just says Cabernet Sauvignon, prepared in Loxton, and you see the digits 1668, which is a couple years ago. Um, but then you see that there's like a little like tag on the top of the bottle, almost like it's like a little like someone gifted this wine, and when you flip open the tag, it says uh, A. Sorry, this isn't your favorite year, but it's all that I could get while I was in town. Happy birthday.
Mm. Okay.
What does it say?
It says it's to the conductor. It looks like it was a gift. It says, "Sorry, this isn't your favorite year. It's all I could get. Happy birthday." It's a
Hmm.
1668. I don't suppose that would work, but maybe it's something close. Usually, the older the wine, the better it is. Maybe he likes 1665. I guess we could trial and error it, but I want to get this box open.
Can Lucan like look at the number pad and see if there's like signs of wear on any of the certain buttons?
Sure, absolutely. Roll investigation check.
13.
So you can see, just kind of looking over, you see that the 1 and the 6 have a lot of wear.
Well, it's definitely 1 and 6 or 6 and 1. Maybe
Why don't
16, 16.
maybe 1666? A couple of years before this bottle?
You can keep
Lucan will
trying.
try 1666.
So you type in 1666, and then you see this message written in like golden magical letters. 1 of 3 attempts used. 2 more attempts until complete lockout.
Okay, well, we don't want to try too many times. We have 2 more tries. Uh,
Maybe you
so
were
yeah.
right. 1616. Maybe he likes really old wine.
Val's going to look at the other bottles of wine and compare their ages to each other.
Okay.
And see.
You see one that says 1670, which was just 2 years ago. You see one that says 1669, and the last bottle says 1652.
This is a long shot, but 1652 is a lot less than 1668.
You do notice that it's not a Cabernet Sauvignon, though. It's a Riesling.
Hmm. Hmm. Alright, we gotta figure out that last digit, I think. I wonder.
By this time, Meryl and Elwyn have arrived back at the conductor's cabin.
Hey guys.
Hey, we couldn't find anything. There's no tools back there, and it seems like the workers are kind of a little mad at us. So, did you figure out anything?
He likes wine, and he likes a number, but the wine wasn't the number he likes. So did you find wine that with numbers that he likes?
I found some wine, but I don't know if it's one he likes. Any more information, guys?
We tried one combination, 1616 on the little code box, and it's gonna lock us out after 2 more tries if we don't get it right.
Okay. Does it look like there's been any numbers? Do you know, like, if it's only ones and sixes, or...
It 1 and 6 is the only ones that I saw worn. Do you want to look?
I don't think we did try 1616.
You tried
We tried
1666.
1666.
Okay.
What about 1661?
I mean, I can try. I don't want to be like, you know.
Do we know what his birthday was? I
I
Bailey
don't.
will check the article.
It doesn't talk about his birthday.
Well, it
Okay.
does say happy birthday, so, but I mean, there's no guarantee he got it today.
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
Whatever you guys want to try.
I mean, does somebody else want to look at it and see if they see any other numbers worn out? I don't know if that would be beneficial or not.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a closer look. 9.
Or not.
Yeah, it just looks like the 1 and the 6 are very faded from what you've discovered.
Well, we have 2 good guesses. I guess if it doesn't work, we could always try just breaking it.
Do you think that the people, the workers would know what his favorite number is?
I don't want to talk to
Our
that guy
favorite year of
anymore. He's mean.
wine. I'll go
No.
ask them.
Okay.
It won't hurt. And Val will pop her head out and be like, hello?
You see the purser. As he finishes delivering some tea to someone, he like comes over and rushes over. He's like, "Yes."
Do you perhaps know what Anthony McGregor's favorite Cabernet year of wine is?
No.
Ah, shite. And she just goes back in without saying anything else. He doesn't know anything.
He did
Well,
say that everything that we needed was in here, which seems like a lie because there's not a lot in here, but I guess
I
in a
was going
way
to keep
he-
looking through the
yeah.
bag.
I was just about to say, Thal, do you have everything out of there?
She's going to
So
dump more.
you dump it out, and in one of the pockets you see a little pocketbook. with the initials AM on it.
I found a book. I can't read it though. And she hands it to somebody.
Lucan will take it.
So as you're kind of flipping through it, you flip to the final like passage or whatever, and you see that it's today's date, and you see that there is a little bit of a note in there. Seems to be from whoever owns this pocketbook in it, and it says, "My bastard staff keeps drinking my wine. I've had to hide it so that they won't find it. They'll never look in the right place because they're too cold to figure it out."
Does the little like thing where like the steam thingy is have any doors on it?
Roll an investigation check.
8.
You see that the steam kind of the boiler thing, there is a large latch like to where you would put in like coal or firewood to keep the steam rolling.
He will open it.
Okay. Take 1d4 of damage there for burning your hand.
Oh, that's not a D4. What I'm doing? Where are you? Oh. Ooh, 1.
So you grab it and it sizzles your hand. Before you realize that there are some gloves that you can put on to wear, hanging right next to it.
So he'll put on the gloves.
You open up the steam compartment and you see that there's just like a fire brewing from all the coal, kind of letting more and more steam in.
Are you
What are you
looking
doing?
in the fire? And she was backing up.
Well, never mind. It said it was. He was okay. Listen, guys, and he like hands the book off. It's like, okay, this said that he has to keep hiding his wine because his staff are drinking it, and so he's hiding it, but they're too cold to find it. So I looked in the hot place.
Honestly, though, Lucan, that is an interesting train of thought, but also it gives me an idea. The coal is what makes this thing go, right? And we can't exactly pull a lever for brakes, but I have just enough energy left to make some water. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I could try dumping approximately 20 total gallons in there to see if I can put it out. But that's all
But
I got.
water and coal makes more steam.
Oh.
But water. Oh, nope.
Ah!
I'm not there.
I don't know, I'm just getting
Elliot?
creative.
I just think we should think things through. What if, what if the train speeds up out of control?
Point of inspiration for Meryl. That's my
Woo.
only hint.
But maybe you're onto something. I mean, I'm just being cautious.
we so we
You're
could
onto something. I love it.
we could save it.
If that works, I can also create water. I am a mermaid.
I mean, 20 gallons does sound like a lot. I mean, we also could try the Google like rope around the broken lever and all of us pull.
I guess we could try that first.
Yeah.
Do I have a
And try to figure out how to get into the lockbox.
Did we
Sure.
want to try 1661?
Well, hold on. Is there a little area where coal would come out of? Because he would have to get the coal somewhere, like to shovel it in, right?
There's a box of coal next to the boiler. And a
Ellen's gonna,
shovel.
Ellen's gonna dump it.
Dump it into the fire.
No.
Okay. Oh, dump out the coal, the box of coal. Okay.
Yes, just to see if there's a bottle hiding in there or something else.
Sure. So you dump over all the coal and it like all follows out, making like kind of black streaks of coal on the wood steam, but nothing seems hidden within the coal box.
Darn. Okay. She carefully puts everything back in the box. Maybe your idea is good, Meryl, or we could try a different combination, 1661 or 1616.
Maybe if we can't get it open, I mean, if we can't get it open, we can't get it open. Um, then we'll try putting out the fire.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys think? 1661?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
try it.
annoying. You try 1661. You put in 1661, and a golden message appears. 2 of 3 attempts are tried. One more attempt left before total lockout.
Damn. I'm scared. I don't know if what we need is even in there, but I want to see what's in there.
Go ahead and try it.
Or what? 1616?
No. Meryl with the water.
Oh,
Yeah. Sal, do you want to help me out so I don't have to use everything I've got?
I would love the curate's water.
So Sal and I will stand in front of this thing and I'll cast
Water bending.
create. Yeah.
Yeah.
Create and destroy water, but create water.
Okay. So you hear that sizzle, that steam, and you just see all of it just rising up through the tubes as you can feel the heat of the steam, like almost become like a sauna basically in the room, just very warm and heat. And then you hear a soft click, and you look over by the conductor's station. A hidden compartment has popped out.
Do we gotta do it again?
Did it work?
Like,
I'll run
What
over
is
to the little
that?
compartment real quick.
You see that it is a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon with the year 1616 on it.
Guys!
nice
Look
job,
at
Meryl.
it's in a bottle. They're fun
Kind
to
of.
steal, you know.
So,
Who wants to do the honors?
Somebody who can read.
I guess I will.
Okay.
She goes ahead and punches in 1616.
you hear the click and you see the knob turn to be pulled open.
Oh, thank goodness. And she opens the safe.
You see that there is a conductor's repair kit on the inside.
Nice. Good. We
Oh,
did have to
yes.
get in there.
And she pulls it out, and I'm guessing it's a bag or something,
Mhm.
and she brings it over to where the lever thing is, and she plops the bag on the floor and opens it.
You see some tools and stuff on the inside, and then you see like an instruction manual. I mean, this thick instruction
Oh.
manual. But as you open it, you see that there are like lines crossed out and it's annotated and there's some notes on it. But as you're flipping through it, you finally come across like the emergency throttle repair, and it's all like just blacked out in ink. But on the side of it says, bang it with your wrench 4 times, twist the knob if it's broken to the right. If it's stuck, twist it to the left.
And takes the wrench. Would you qualify this as broken or stuck?
Ooh.
Both.
Both. Maybe we should fiddle with the knob while you hit it with the wrench.
Okay. I will hit it 4 times. Ding, 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 ding.
And then you see that it has a little bit of leeway on the lever to just the nub of where the lever was. You see that it can now move, but it's not is not completely able to be pulled down just yet.
She is going to twist it to the right.
You twist the wrench to the right, and the throttle starts to move again, and the wrench stays in place as the new throttle handle. Success! You fixed the conductor's throttle.
Man,
Now we gotta
She,
figure out where
like-
the conductor is.
he's gone.
She rubs her face with her cold, like she has coal dust all over. It's like, oh, okay, get those people in here. We need to have a talk with them. Someone?
Do you think they found the conductor?
That's what I'm hoping.
As you're kind of all talking, you hear there's a commotion in the other cabin. A couple screams get let out, and people are starting to like get up and move around the cabin as you go to the other side. The staff members, you don't see any of them. And then this lady, she's like fanning herself with this intricate fan, and this elven woman with this long, beautiful hair and like gold earrings. She looks to seem very rich and very proper. And she's just like, oh, heavens, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Do you work here? And she's
Mm.
looking at you guys.
We're contracted help. How can we be of service?
Well, the people who are helping us, they all just left the train. Someone came by, blew open the door, and they all hopped in on this flying contraption in the air. It's awful. My stars and days, every time I've traveled this liner here, it's never been this bad. The help these days.
Such terrible attitudes, don't you think?
Oh, I quite agree, my young lass.
Is the door still flipped open? Can I like poke my head out without falling out to see if I can see anything flying around?
The door has been closed again.
Boo. Well, ma'am, we are contracted help, and it seems maybe that everything is okay for the time being. You can trust in us to get you to your destination. My coworkers and I do need to go have a bit of a meeting, though. So if you just want to head back to your cart, should you need anything, maybe there's a bell that you can ring. I don't know.
Oh, well, I hope so. Thank you.
Mhm.
And she takes her kids with her and they go back into their compartment as the train starts to settle down.
Did anybody else hear those screams?
Do you think that they were screams because the door was getting let open and people were jumping out, or screams because they were getting attacked? The lady didn't seem like she had been attacked, just frightened.
I don't know. I guess the whole bomb thing, I still feel a little on edge. I just want to make sure nobody's hurt.
I mean, we
So
could
that
go
also
check it
begs the-
out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was just gonna say we could go check it out. Like,
I
Check
think
what out,
somebody needs
though?
to drive the train as well. If they all left, who's gonna drive the train?
Now that we have the lever fixed, all we really have to do is stop it in Loxton.
Unless
know
there
where
really
that
is a
is.
bomb on it. If all of the staff have gotten off, then they were into something. Someone was here to pick them up.
I don't know. I don't think that the staff had anything to do with the bomb, but I guess they could have.
Should we
I-
head back to our cabin just in case? Because that's where you said the bomb was, Bailey.
I'll be honest, I thought that's where it was, but I don't actually know. That's all the paint. I messed up the message.
Did you show us the message?
Not exactly, unless you guys want to climb on the roof.
What kind of message is on the roof?
A smudged one. It doesn't matter. It's not legible anymore. I fell. That's
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
there's something on the outside of the train, though. not on the inside, because we've been in that final compartment 2 times and looked it over.
You
Well.
guys help yourself. I am not climbing back up there.
Have we slowed down a little bit?
It seems to be going at a normal pace.
Normal pace? Okay. Okay, I will go, since we're at a reasonable pace now, I'll go see if I can clamber out onto the roof or something carefully and see if I can see anything stuck to the outside of the compartments. I still think it's very weird that they left in the middle of saying they were helping us look for the conductor.
Someone needs to stay with the wrench,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we should start looking for the conductor.
I will drive the train. You trust me?
Stay with
Yes.
Val.
I'll stay with Al. Lucan, can you go search door to door, see if you can find the conductor?
And check our cabin. I really think something's in there.
Bailey, if you could just show me where you got onto the roof, I'll take it from there.
I slipped through that window, and if you reach around, there's a ladder, but it's tricky. Just be careful. I fell a few times, and I got pretty banged up.
Okay. Do I have? I think I do. Night vision?
Val and Elowen, do you want me to stay with you guys, or should I go help Lucan look for the conductor?
We should
could help
probably
Lucan.
help him.
I think that getting through all these cabins, having more than one person doing it would probably go a little bit quicker.
Question.
Mhm.
Is the note that was written on the window was written in blood? Is that still there for everyone to see?
I don't know. You could go check it out.
Wasn't it in the conductor's cabin?
Mm-mm. Oh, on the door. But it
Yeah.
seems the one on the door is wiped away from when the staff was there.
Okay, so there's not like blood anymore.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay, so we'll do Meryl first. Roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. I will. Let me see. Take a second and pray to Grim and cast guidance on myself for this particular thing, so I can add a D4 to my ability check, so I don't die.
Just one, or does this last longer? Or...
No, it lasts for 1 minute, so, or
Okay.
until used. Where is my D4? I can't see anything.
I will say, Bailey had to roll multiple things to climb out, stay standing, and to jump. So it'll only work for one of your rolls then if it's only one
Oh.
use. Just, I feel like I should preface that since you weren't here last week, so you kind of know what Bailey had to do too.
My acrobatics isn't terrible, although I did roll not so great. So I'll save it. I rolled 10.
Okay. So you're not using guidance?
I won't use it this time. I'll do it
Okay.
for something I'm worse at.
Acrobatics, you are able to get yourself out of the window very meagerly, and then you grasp onto the ladder. Roll a strength check to pull yourself up.
Waiting for. I rolled a 5.
With that strength check, you are not able to get up that ladder. You're still
damn.
stuck. It's almost like anxiety and fear rush over you as you're gripping onto dear life on this ladder.
Uh-oh.
Bailey, I will say too, Bailey rolled a 1 and almost died when she was up there.
I thought my character was dead.
I were a
I'm
little
going
nervous.
I'm going to hold tight for just a second, and I'm going to Maybe just on a little piece of jewelry that I have, like a necklace or something. I'm gonna cast the light cantrip on it, just so that I have a little bit of light to center me in this flurry of darkness and wind and stuff, and just hold tight for a minute and try and catch my bearings. If anybody else would like to do anything to try to reset for this terrible roll that I had.
No worries. Let me pull up something here. Okay, that's good. So who else is looking for the conductors?
I think it's just Bailey and Lucan.
Okay. So you guys continue to go down the cabins, going one by one, checking on doors. Some people are sleeping, some people seem to be startled by the sudden, kind of knock at the door or whatever. And then eventually you look into your cabin and you don't see anything there. But a few cabins down, the one with the witch who is in it, you see that she is no longer in this, or you can't really see into the cabin because it has the curtains closed and the door on this one is locked.
Hey, this one's locked. I know that you're pretty good at unlocking stuff. Do you want to give it a try?
It's the one that witch girl was in, right?
Yeah. Should
Should we knock
we
first?
knock? Um, yeah, sure. And Lucan will like give it a couple taps.
No one seems to come to the door, but you do hear almost like a muffled sound on the inside and some almost like banging or something on the inside of this cabin. But very soft, very subtle.
Do you, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and try and open it.
She's gonna try to pick the lock, but she's gonna try to do so like quietly, so that maybe the person on the inside won't know that she's picking the lock.
Okay, roll for me.
Do you want me to roll sleight of hand or stealth or both?
Both please.
Both. Okay. So sleight of hand, I rolled a nat 20, and for stealth, okay, that's fine. 2 plus plus 7 is 9.
Okay, so you're able to do it without anyone noticing, but then you are able to kind of get the lock kind of pulled open. And then as you open the door, you see that there are four people all dressed in the staff's outfit, bound and gagged. And they looked a little beat up.
My gosh.
They're like,
Okay. Lucan will go over like and start like untying the gags on their mouths.
Same.
Thank God, someone found us. That there were these people and before the train they stole our stuff and then they had someone help and they put a concealment charm over us. They wanted to take over the train.
Right, it's okay. We've got it all figured out. Was it the witch? And she'll start untying their hands and feet.
Yes, there was a girl that was there with her too. She was the one that cast the concealment charm on us.
Okay. Did you see where she went?
No, we didn't. She left.
Um. Oh. Um.
Guys, hold on.
I don't know. So like, do you know who they were? They were just like random people, like passengers on the train, and they like tied you up, or like.
Didn't get to see what their faces looked like. They wore all these like black masks.
Well, I don't think that they're on the train anymore. Yeah.
Well,
this is
who's driving the train? And then like you see like a man in like a tank top and like his boxers on. Like clearly he's been stripped of his clothes. He looks to be
um
like the same conductor you saw in the front.
our friends have it under control. We actually came looking for the conductor. Um, that's how we found you. Did you know that the lever was broken, or did they do that?
That's when they came in and they snapped it in half, threw me up against the window, and I busted my head open on it. And then all of a sudden my body felt tingly, and then I woke up here with the rest of them.
Hmm.
Thank you for saving us. I'm forever in your debt, but I I'm glad that you were able to save us, but I'm going to be taking over the train from now.
You hear the train whistle again.
Oh, I really gotta go. And he like goes out even in his underwear and just like, heads down the cabin. And the staff members, they're like you see like how tight the like wrist stuff are and they're around, and one of the girls, she was like, you can see like the tear streaks from her makeup like down her face of how terrified she was. And she looks up, she's like, is there anything that we can get you? Anything?
I don't know. I don't think so, but you guys are okay. We got the train taken care of. Everybody's safe. We're gonna figure it out.
Thank you. And they get up and they kind of brush themselves off and take a moment to recoup before heading out of that compartment. The conductor has now arrived back up at the top of the conductor's thing, and he he like just immediately walks in, sees you two, and then starts putting on it starts putting on stuff um to like get back, and he's like, "All right, I'll take it from here. Thank you,
Are
lady."
you the conductor?
Yes, I am Anthony McGregor, conductor extraordinaire. Um,
She holds out her hands. Be like, it's nice to meet you. That train is lots of fun. Have fun too. And have
he,
fun with your messages in the bottle.
he just looks at her a little strange, shakes her hand, and then goes to start messing with the things as you guys leave the cabin. But we'll go back to Meryl. um, you're holding on. You cast light to see the light.
I
And
still
then-
gotta try to get up this damn ladder.
Yeah, roll strength again.
Strength. Oh, please. Okay, that's a 10.
Okay. This time you're able to move up one step and then two steps, but you're still like frozen in that anxiety.
Uh,
You have to get a 12.
she's gonna, she's just gonna crawl back inside. It didn't work
Okay.
twice, and she's terrified and hasn't been on trains this fast, so
Okay.
she's like shaking, trying to make her way back in.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics check. I'm
Oh,
so
crap.
sorry.
I did this to myself. Oh, that's 19 total.
Yep.
Cool.
Easily enough as you
Yeah.
you just crawl right back up in that window and you see the conductor and Thal having this exchange of them shaking hands.
Val, who is this guy? Why does he have no clothes on?
And
He's a
who is this
human.
woman? Why is she climbing in the window?
I don't know
Oh.
actually, but I know she's with us.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
I don't know. I
I'm
guess
a
are we just
human.
saying what we're saying now? We're
What?
being secretive? I thought there was a bomb, so I was checking for a bomb, but I couldn't make it up the ladder because I was too afraid.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully there's no bomb.
I think
Um,
we're good.
Okay.
She's like walking away from the window as she talks.
Thank you again. Um, there's a couple bottles of wine in my bag of it. And he looks and he sees that there's just wine kind of everywhere, and he's like, "Ah, I see you've already found it. You can take those as a gift of my appreciation."
Oh, Thank you.
All right, and then you guys leave to head back down the cabin.
Yes. Was Ellen there too? Was it just Sal?
Yes, Ellen was there as well.
Okay.